Today I'm doing a movie review, which I decided to do this movie review to you while I'm moving in a vehicle. So we'll see how this goes because I'm not normally a good reader anyway, and now I'm going to be reading to you while I'm rolling around in a vehicle.
As a passenger.
As a passenger. Definitely not driving if you could figure that out. Well, never mind. I'm not going to do a movie review. I fooled you. There's a note in my console about a story I should tell you, so I'm going to tell you that story instead. And it has nothing to do with the movie review we were going to do. I'll save that for a time where I'll be stationary. So, update. This is a story time video, and the story is when I was younger, my friend, he had some grandparents, and they lived like on a end of a big lake, like a wooded lake, like a forest area, and it was very much in the country or not in a rural it was in a rural setting, and it was not very populated. So we were going there, and I think their house was a two-story house, but it was a ranch. So in the backyard, on one side of the property, there was a hill by the house, or the top of the hill, and then as you slid down the hill, you went completely to the other side of the house, and then they had us parking for some campers and things of that nature. So my friend who invited me to go hang out for the evening, and I were sledding, and we're just two boys hanging out sledding, and we're like, oh no, such and such monster is behind us, and now we have to jump on our sleds to go very fast away to get away. And then we would do G.I. Joe or Cobra situations, basically just trying to escape whatever bad guy entity was there. And then towards the end of the time we were doing this, like the more times we did this, as we climbed back up the hill, the feeling got heavier, and it got more and more creepy or more intimidating, like we were actually trying to get away from things. And the last time we were up there, I actually thought I saw the reflectiveness of two eyes. And then with that, we say, oh no, we're leaving because of this monster. And then we slid down, and they actually had one of those campers that you can put on the top of a pickup truck. So it was on stilts, and you can slide underneath it, which we did. And then I slid first, and then he slid down, and then we were just like hanging out there. And this time we were in no rush to go back up. And he's like, I'm pretty much scared out of my mind right now. I'm like, yeah, I have definitely been fully scared right now. Let's not be here anymore. I'm done with being outside as a whole. And then he's like, yes, let's do that. So we went inside and then carried on whatever we did for that evening. And then spent the night. First thing next morning, we went out and saw we were sledding. And apparently there was wolf tracks all around that area. So like a pack of wolves literally was creeping up on us as two unsuspecting children frolicking in the night, sledding against imaginary monsters. And we were like, at least 3 or 4 of them were eyeing us up. And I can't tell you how scared I was the next morning to see that it was actually a dangerous situation where we almost got attacked or eaten by wolves, because there were 3 or 4 of them. They were definitely creeping up on us the closer they got, and we had no clue that they were there whatsoever until the morning when we saw their footprints all over the place. And if you followed the footprints, they came from the front of the house. Yes. They came from the front of the house to that back corner where that was the high point where we had our imaginary incursions. And then all the footprints circled that area, get a good sniff on us. And then they followed the sleds right down the path where they went, right down to the camper, and they circled around that area a couple times. And then the footprints ended up going across the frozen lake or pond area and just walked across the ice. So yeah, that night started fun, and it ended up being fun once we were inside. But while we were outside, very scared. And the next morning, we understood why we were so scared. And that's how I almost got attacked or eaten by wolves when I was a young child. My name is Shaggy Sissy Your Pants. If you have any other stories that you can relate to this, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Hit the notification bell because I don't post regularly. If you're a fan, you know that. So I've been trying to do better, more frequently. Like, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed listening to my story. I enjoyed telling you. I'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.